Good morning, Solid Steppers. This is Miss Ward coming to you from sunny South Florida. It's Monday. Let's get it. All right, shout out to all my students and mentees. Thank you for taking my advice and getting your life together, getting your game tight, because you can't represent the Solid Steppers if you have stepping. And the mere fact you even got exposed, yes, I'm going to say it, exposed to Miss Ward and the way I get down, it's going to make you or break you. I'm trying to tell you, hey, I can't believe in you more than you do. So tighten up, take the advice, throw out what you don't need, use what works for you, and take it to the next level. Because I'm trying to tell you, I keep trying to tell y'all I'm not going to be accessible. And I keep telling you, you don't believe me till you don't have access anymore. So if you want to holler at me, you know we have the consulting links and the coaching. This coaching team is getting really large. We're doing a lot of things out here. We're affecting people's lives. We're helping them get their business together. So let's talk about that. Number one, the top things you need to do if you're going to get in this game. So let's just talk about your early morning ritual or the weekend or the night before. You should have some things in order. If you're going to if you're going to an appliance repair call, number one, you should have the model number, serial number. If you don't, and the customer can't get it to you, at least have them send you a picture of the unit so you can at least use Google Images to figure out what appliance this is. That way you can pull the service manual and troubleshoot. You should have some basic knowledge of schematics, electrical, refrigeration. Don't go out here and don't know what you're doing. You know, and if you get out here, you hit a couple of walls, immediately that same day you should be at night studying so you don't have that issue again, because no one knows everything, but you damn sure better know where to get it from and how to get it. That's my advice to you. It is your job as an adult to improve on your weaknesses on a daily basis, because the only way you are going to be successful is to move those roadblocks out the way, take it on the chin like a man or a woman, and keep it moving. Because those of us who are successful, we fail more than the people that's scared to try, or who run into a bump here and there. And that's the only reason why we're successful, is we done messed up more than you have. Trust me. People be looking at Miss Ward, blah, 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 blah. Do you understand? I am this way simply because I have, in my professional life, in my personal life, I have disasters. And I'm okay with that, because that's called being human. That's why I can talk that talk and walk that walk. But anyway, before you go out to a service call, you should have that information. You should have an idea of what you're going to. Like I got one this morning. I'm going to see an LG. The inner core is not working on one. The outer core is not working. So I should understand the dynamic between the infinite switch, if it has one, okay, and the infinite switch, how it functions, and the actual element. Well, guess what? There is no infinite switch. So I'm going to have to look at the hardware, the element, and the board, because this LG, typical electronic control, you know, I got to know what volts going where, make sure this, and that. Get trust and believe. Not only have I studied this already, the customer could not give me a model number, you know, and this is one of those double oven standalone LGs. So luckily, you know, I could find a manual that will work, and I studied what I need to study. I studied if I needed to put it in diagnostic mode, that I have to hit clear, hold the upper, bake and broil at the same time, hit them twice, so my information and codes come up. But that's going to be mostly if I had an issue with the oven. The elements are a little different. I'm going to actually have to open that cooktop, pop it up, and just do some quick testing with my meter. But at least I know what the hell I'm doing. And when I'm there, I'm going to look like I know. But that was a process. I didn't assume that just because I check ovens every day or stoves that I know what I'm doing. I check everything, because there are certain things that have failed more than others. I always go to my parts help. Shout out to the diagnostic guys over there in triage. You know, I always check the data to see what's the most popular parts that fail that are related to these symptoms. That's what they call true pregame. So when I go in, I got my estimate ready. I know if the parts are available, and I'm moving on next, because I'm already timing stuff. I got a job here. I got one in Wellington. I already diagnosed that. It's not heating. Customer says it's got a noise. The number one thing that fails on this is a GE microwave. On this one, the magnetron seems to go a lot. So I'm prepared with that. And the magnetron high as hell, but guess what? It's a Samsung part, even though it's a GE product. This is why you got to know your game. How do I know this? I study for this. So that I go in, I'm efficient. I run multiple businesses. I don't have time to be jacking up one and then it causes an issue in another. Yeah, excuse me, y'all cousins out here doing the Rico Suave again. All right, primo. Alright, so anyway, like I said, know your game. And then on top of that, understand your numbers. Let's talk about that. You don't have to understand, like I like to use Excel spreadsheets, but do you really think I use them all the time? Hell no. I'm doing 12 million things, but you better believe I'm adding these numbers up in my head. Okay, for instance, this first job is in Lake Worth. I'm going to knock that out real quick, boom, boom. That's going to be simple. I done already looked this guy up. This guy has no, what does he have? Jesus, come on, let me get it together. He's got a standalone Frigidaire, got the model number, serial number. Half the parts are obsolete. The most popular part that fails, which is the control board, is you have to send it out and get refurbished. Now, as a business person, I got a choice. I can go through the la. Oh, we got to send it out. No, I'm not living that life. If your parts are obsolete, we're not going to have that relationship. I'm going to advise you to get a new unit, because eventually you won't be able to get anything for this, and is it worth the investment? Not to mention the fact that other items are going to fail, and I may have a recall because the customer misunderstands that this is not related to that. See, this is what I mean about business. I don't understand why people go out here and spend 2-3 weeks on a job on something that's back ordered. If you've done the research, you know it's back ordered. You know how to advise the customer accordingly and let them make the choice. You know, and if you don't want to do it, you refer it to somebody else. But at the end of the day, be advised, manage yourself and your business. So I already know I'm not going to touch this unit, and I might not even charge this guy a service fee just because. Moving on. You know, at the next, and then after that, I got to go do a smart valve on a KitchenAid, built in. Boom, boom, boom. Done. But what I'm saying is, get your game up. But you got to understand your numbers. Every decision I make it from a data gathering decision. So getting back to the numbers, I was coaching someone, and I was running into this all the time, so nobody should feel any kind of way. This is us learning business. You know, when you're technical and mechanical, you're used to fixing something, walking away, and it's done. You don't want to sit here and figure out, okay, how the hell I'm gonna do this? How the hell I'm gonna do that? How am I, you know? No. You're not accustomed to thinking about how you get paid. You figure if you got gas in the car, a little money in the bank, and you ain't in the negative, you're good. Well, guess what, people? That's not the way. That's not the plug. The plug is to charge accordingly for every job you do, because you are bringing a skill set to the table the customer doesn't have. You're bringing the ability to be on time, to be customer service centric, and customer centric. And the way that you're taking care of that client. Do you know how few good appliance repair people are out here? You better recognize that you better get paid what you're worth. And you can't get paid in what you're worth if you don't understand how much gas you use every day. You don't understand the work you put in at night ordering parts. Like, all that needs to be calculated. This stuff don't just appear out of air. You are a one-man show, so you got to get paid for that. Because you are the receptionist. You are the tech. You are the troubleshooter. You are the service manager. You are the parts manager. You have to get paid for that. And I need people to really understand it. It's one of the things that I run into all the time, where I got to get people to the point where they standing upright, you know. And when you stand upright and really understand your numbers, you don't have to be perfect. But if somebody came to you and say, look, what do you need to get your business up and running? If you can't sit here and say $75,465 and then account for that money and explain why you need it, then what are you doing? You're playing appliance repair. You're playing business. Stop playing business. Get out here, make this money, and then invest accordingly. Charge accordingly. But you have to be prepared in order to do that. This is why I can walk into situations, diagnose quickly, wow customers, get deposits, send my guys out and get it done, or go do it myself. It's that simple. But it's a process. You better understand the process. I just want you guys to stop playing appliance repair and stop playing business. I want you to do really well. I see the potential, I see the opportunity, but I also see where people get frustrated and they quit because they're trying to follow a blueprint and there are bits and pieces that are not there. There's nobody showing you how to create a spreadsheet and track your work. Where is that? You have to track your work so you can see your progress. Prime example, my buddy Zach, he's been tracking his stuff. He's out there in Illinois doing his thing. And this guy is one of the best techs I know. But until he got a hold of managing his business and managing it in a way where he could actually see improvement in his numbers, the higher ticket average per job, taking the jobs he can get done quickly, get in and out, because he's bringing a skill set to the table that I don't have mechanically. So look, I have a whole group of people that I deal with on a regular basis that I'm all about us uplifting each other and next level. You know, same thing with my boy Q. You know, Q's working on some other stuff in his life, and anything I can do to support him, I'm about that, because we came up together like that. You know, we met at appliance repair, but we got a relationship for life, because I know where Q going. I'll be hanging right on to his dang shirt tails, because he's a brother of integrity. He's focused and he works hard. He's a great family man, and I am proud to call him my friend. Same thing with Gio. Gio is on Gio be killing me because he be like, "Swore, you be up all night just like me." Like, ideas just everywhere. I'm like, yeah, I know, man. This is why we have to keep each other in check. You gotta be surrounded by these people. Same thing to my boy David over at Daybreak. He's always on me about, okay, you better get you some downtime, because, you know, all work and no play. Look, I love the fact that all these guys look out for me. Brandon, Richard, you know, all of them. They always doing they part, you know. Sometimes I think they just sit back and watch and be like, she's still going. She's still going. She's still going. She's still going. You damn right I'm still going. What else am I supposed to do? Stand still, cry, and ask for a handout? That will never be Miss Ward. Trust and believe. But anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I hope you got a little something out of that. And if you need some coaching, check the links below. If you need consultation, I mean, we offer programs where we'll coach you 4 weeks out. You know, our calls might say that hour and a half, but shoot, I had 2 calls yesterday. I was on each call for 2.5 hours. I was like, 5 hours, Shell, really? But I'm really passionate, extremely passionate about you being successful. If you invest in my coaching and you invest in my consultation, you're going to get a lot more than you paid for. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Have a great day, y'all. And remember, keep stepping.